Hello everyone, this is Kevin Brox, and today I want to talk about the new PSO2. I mean, even though they call it a new update rather than the whole new game, I think it's kind of the whole new system, whole new world. So anyway, I just want to talk about something that I might hope that will include in it, or something might change to make the game better. As a player that plays PSO2 for over 6 years, I guess I have enough experience to talk about this, and something I like, something I don't like, and how's the game now, etc. So anyway, let's just jump into the first thing. First of all, I hope they change the drop rate and the farming. I'm not completely like, no, I don't want to farm things, but what I hate is that you didn't farm for the drop rate. You farm for other stuffs and to exchange your weapon for a better one. And I think this system, although it's pretty good for those players that might be very unlucky, that maybe they play the same thing for like over 1,000 times and they still didn't drop, might be a good thing for them. But I think taking out the drop rate system in the game and make it like, I mean, even though you can drop most of the things from a quest, the emergency quest or other stuffs, the drop rate is so low that you might just want to farm for the quest and get the medals or the whatever it is to exchange for what you want. And this sucks, because when you drop a thing, you like, oh, what a big surprise. But when you don't drop, you just keep playing the same thing over and over again, and it's not fun. There's no excitement, you don't look forward for the next big emergency quest or something. You just, okay, I guess I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I want the medal, I want the ingredients that I can exchange, and this kills most of the excitement for me. For example, when back in the day, when most of the things are not exchangeable, only for drop, when there's a new quest, I go in and I don't know what I will get. But when they drop like a 10-star weapon or something, even though it's not the class that I use, I feel like, wow, this is amazing. I feel happy. I feel rewarded. But nowadays, when it drop, I feel like, oh, okay, it's not the best. It's something I won't use. Okay, I will just keep going on and ignore it and just focus on how many medals I got this time. And I don't like this. And also, the most thing that I hate is that you didn't exchange for a weapon that is okay. You exchange a weapon that is the top, it's the best. So everyone are just farming if you want to get better gears. And in this game, you didn't just get the best weapon to get the higher damage. You get the you need to do the weapon abilities, which is also very complicated, same as the exchange system. It's so complicated. So like me, like I'm a player that plays this game for so long, and me seeing the weapon abilities systems and the exchange systems, I feel like, oh man, what is this? I need what? This and it just sucks, and it's very tired. And I think newer players that just came into that just came into the game will also be like, what's this? How do I do? Oh, what I need this that. It's it's more complicated for them, I guess. So I hope this is fixed. Not technically fixed, but I hope it is back to like other animals where you can exchange stuffs. For example, in FF14, you can exchange stuff. Yeah, you can. But what you exchange is for just it's like when you're level 50, you can exchange a level 60 set of armor and weapon, but when you're level 60, then those armor that you just used are way weaker than what you can get now in the level 60 dungeons or stuffs. So it's just for leveling, and I think that is okay. That is just you can use it, but it's not the best. I think this is okay, but when it comes to the top, like you want to get the best, I don't think this is a great idea. I think go for the drop is a better one. And plus, the thing is, in Phantasy Star, you got so many weapons, just like Final Fantasy. So, when you drop, it's not technically like you drop and you get the one you want, right? So, I guess even though you get the drop in like, for example, 10 or 20 runs, the drop maybe you're a luster, but you drop a sword, then it's not what you want, but you have a drop, right? And someday you might get what you want. So I think the team need to rethink about this, and I hope they change it back to what a MMORPG does instead of now, because now it's just I just don't really enjoy it. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the weapon abilities. I mentioned it, and yeah, that's another huge system that I don't like at all, because you have to go with the chances and what plus what equals another what, and it's so complicated that I don't think it's interesting. We just go for we just find information about these because we want to get better. But when you're a player that don't have much time and you don't want to touch this, it just sucks, because the abilities really matters a lot, and the whole ability system also makes the market so much chaos, and just I don't know, I just feel tired for these kind of stuff. It's just you can do other stuffs rather than need people to put 2 hours in a game to figure out what you can do, and then spend 10 hours in a game just for that weapon ability and still didn't get it. I think it's not a good thing. I think they should think of another system to replace this and make it simpler, and maybe make it not that important, I think, because now they invented the whole SOP system. So I think if they focus on the SOP stuffs and take the other ability stuffs down and replace it with other stuffs, that will be fine. But for now, in PSO2, it's really a huge thing that I don't like. And this year, when I came back to the game, I just don't think about it, because I got no time for the resources and for all the things. So I just get the weapon and I play the game. But it matters a lot, so anyway, that's just my thoughts. And next is skill trees. For now, I don't really hate the skill trees, but it doesn't feel unique, because when you invest your skill points in it. Mostly you're just making like, I want this, I don't want that, but everyone still looks the same. You just get something better and something a little bit worse. It's still the same class. And of course it should be the same class, but what I'm saying here is that I think I would rather to have the same class that can be played in different styles. For example, you can focus on rifle, on phantom, or you can focus on katana and etc. Personally, I play phantom with 3 of the weapons because they allow us to do this, but I would rather to have them be like, you can only go a direction and not another, so everyone is different. And this might make that they don't have to push out so many classes. They can keep on a few classes, but every class you can make your own different style. So you know, your phantom is for rifles, for long ranges, and mine is for katana, for close combat. And I think this will make the whole thing much more interesting, rather than they have to put out so many classes and people are like, I'm tired of this one, I want another one. I think that's a better way to do it. I just hope they somehow make it interesting, because this game really, I just don't feel it these days. So okay, so another thing, I mean, the last thing on my list, I guess, is my room. What I'm talking about is when you're placing your stuffs in your room, it's really awkward, because one way you can stick your stuffs on the wall, and in another way there are stuffs that can't put on a wall, and the wall and the floor where you can place stuffs there's a gap, so it makes things kind of awkward. So what I hope is they can just change the whole room system, maybe into like the Final Fantasy style, that you are in a town and everyone owns a house, something like that. Or just simply make putting furnitures easier, because now furnitures, you have the squares and what things take like 2 squares, or this takes 6 squares or something. I hope it's much more free and we can make it much more unique and make it what we want, rather than now everything is counted as a square. It's really hard, and even it's fun to play with it. It's not like I can go to everyone's house and see everyone's different design. Basically everyone I see is just putting out everything they have on the floor. That's it. So I hope there's a more depth to the system that is not combat and quest related. I'm a person that watches the whole town down the shopping area and hope one day we can go down there. So I just love the systems that are not combat related when it comes to MMORPG. I hope the town is much more living, and there are places that are pretty, etc. So I hope this plus the room system, everything can be much more interesting when I don't want to go on a quest, or maybe when there's no emergency quest and I don't have any daily stuff to do anymore. I can have a place to chill, or to do like maybe fishing or something else. And yeah, fishing and cooking is another thing I hope they can change to much more freestyle, much more interesting. So that's it. That's all my thoughts. I just really like the game because it's futuristic and the designs are pretty, but I just don't really get into the systems when I play seriously. The systems are just too. It's a mess. It's a mess. Anyway, that's my thoughts. And are you excited with the new update? Are you not? What are your thoughts? Just leave a comment down below. I will reply almost everyone's comment and discuss. That's for me today. See ya next time.